Even in the city where industrial growth was based on the rise of the motor trade,
Coventry bus station in 1985. A year later, Margaret Thatcher's Conservative government deregulated the buses, leaving private companies to run services without local authority regulation. A busy morning at the bus station in Walsall. Almost 4 decades later, this year's mayoral election has focused minds on reversing the policy, an indication towards franchising, given the West Midlands Combined Authority control over timetables, prices and standards.
It's supposed to be integrated transport with private companies. If the bus is not profitable, they just don't run.
These days it's not reliable, so now they're coming one after another, 3 buses, and sometimes you have to wait half an hour.
The bus times are rubbish, and if I have like a doctor's appointment or I've got to get to college, it's just like really not good.
Labour's mayoral candidate Richard Parker has pledged that if he's elected in May, he'll make use of the Bus Services Act of 2017, which gave metropolitan mayors the power to control buses, while private companies own the vehicles. Bright yellow liveries for a new fleet in Greater Manchester. This scheme is already underway there. So what do they make of it?
It's not got any worse. If anything, this line's a bit better.
I mean,
not a lot better really, but
it's taking its time sorting this out, but it's getting there.
The current mayor, Conservative Andy Street, hasn't chosen to use this power so far. He's awaiting the outcome of a review of bus services, expected in July.
We have, actually, compared to Manchester, a good performing bus network, 90% of the network protected compared to pre-COVID, and of course the lowest fares in the country. So it's too easy to say public control just somehow solves all the problems there is with sustainability of buses.
I've approached a number of private bus companies, but they've all declined to comment on the political proposals. However, National Express West Midlands, which has a base here in Digbeth, does say that it strongly welcomes the fact that candidates are discussing buses as a political priority and that they're prioritising their passengers. The Confederation of Passenger Transport, which represents the UK's bus industry, predicts more city regions will follow the franchising routes, but says changes take time.
We might be talking about the entire cycle of a mayor, the 4 years until the next election before a scheme is consulted on, designed and implemented. What passengers will be more concerned about is where are their buses today?
Boarding a bus to cross the Black Country, the politics of who controls these services in the future will be decided by whoever voters elect as the next West Midlands mayor when they go to the polls on May the 2nd.